Welcome to the Land of House channel. I'm Seth. Today I have the Della mobile room air conditioner. This is a 14,000 BTU mobile air conditioner designed to vent out the window. I'm going to install this here in my outdoor workshop so that I can stay cool in the summertime. Alright, let's unbox this and check out its features. Let's open up the box and see what all comes with the Della 14,000 BTU air conditioner. First thing on top, we have the window pass-through unit. That's going to allow the exhaust to go through the window, but keep the bugs and weather out. That's part of the cap. And we have that adapter as well. Got some foam to go around the window and a tube. Remote control and user manual. Let's take a close-up look at this air conditioner. It does have the Della logo right here on the front, and as you can see, there is a QR code so you can download the app. I've used the app on a different Della product and it is pretty fantastic. So it has a nice sleek finish on the front. The unit is on wheels so it can roll around, which is nice to have. The blower is going to be up under this flap. Let's see if I can open it here without it being on. A little bit there. So we'll take a look at that here in just a moment whenever it's actually working. Up here on the top is where you have your manual controls. Eco mode, there's time mode. You can go through different settings here for cool or dehumidifier or fan only. Over here you've got your positive and negative on the display for changing the temperature. You've got auto fan, fan low, fan high, and fan very high. Here is a blower setting with looks like a Wi-Fi, and then power button right there. And I'm guessing this little indicator is bucket is full if you have a bucket. There are handles on the side that I discovered. Makes it easy to pick this up. The unit that I have is a single 120 volt. So you can see the plug right there, and it does have the test and reset on that. So as far as venting the hot air, it has this vent right here with a flexible tube. I'll be angling that up into the window here whenever it's installed. There is a filter back here, which you will have to change out from time to time and clean. And then over here on the very bottom, you've got the place where a bucket can be, but also you've got your drain holes. So one right there, and then also one down at the bottom as well. Looks like the power cord is somewhere around 5 foot long and should be sufficiently long enough to reach an outlet. As far as the specs go on this model, it's the Della mobile room air conditioner, 115 volt input. It has an SACC rating of 10,100 BTU. It uses 12 amps for a 1.2 kilowatt cooling power. So this unit should be able to cool a good sized room pretty quick. Now that I have this air conditioner unboxed, let's step into my workshop and install it into the window. I'm here inside of my workshop where I'm going to be installing this air conditioner. I've got a window right here that I'm going to use for the vent, and that means I won't have to have the wall pass through, which are these two pieces right here. So I'm going to set those over to the side for now. This piece right here is an accordion that will go into the window and stretch out so that I'll be able to install the unit and not have any bugs or other wind coming through the window. Alright, looks like there's a couple of pieces of tape holding this together so it doesn't come loose during shipping. Set those aside. Also want to pull the hardware off of here, and this should allow the pieces to separate. Alright, so here is one accordion piece. I think that's all I'm going to need to fill my window gap, but there is this additional piece if you have a really big window. I have my window open. Now the pass-through for the window, I've got this little ledge is going to go on the bottom, and up here on the top you can see it's got this face facing outward here. So essentially the window will close just like this, and then I can press this all the way to one end, and then the other side is going to accordion out. Now as you can see, this piece is going to be too long for my needs, and I think what I'm also going to do is modify this other piece because I intend on using this AC into this window all the time, And so I'm going to remove this section over here, and that should fit right in here and give me a nice solid fit all the way across. So what I want to do is realize that this edge right here on the inside needs to be cut down as well. Now, depending on your window size, you may not have to do any of that, but so I'm going to cut off this section over here and then also cut off this section over here. I used a razor blade to score the plastic and then slowly bent it back, and it was able to break in half, no problem. Now that I have my 3 pieces to the length I want, I'm going to go ahead and put them together. Get that one in there, and then get this one right here. This one really doesn't have much space behind it, but it should be good to go. All right, can place this in the window and then get the top to fold down here. Yeah, looking pretty good. Now I still will come back with the foam to make sure that I don't have any bugs getting in, but that right there seems to be a good fit. Now it's time to spin the unit into place and get the exhaust installed. Now the exhaust is back here with this accordion tube, and I'm going to pull up on this to extend it out a little bit. Now the instructions say to have this as straight as possible. So I'm going to go a little past the window and then turn it so it's got kind of a sweeping 90 instead of a real direct 90. Up here on the top there are some clips that will simply start with the bottom first and then snap the top ones into place. There we go. It's a very simple design and seems to work well. Going to take the cord and just plug this in. It is a standard size plug. There we go. I heard a beep. We've got power on the unit. Now this AC unit does have manual controls here on the top of the unit. It also has a remote control. We will take a look at both of them. So this power button over here should turn the unit on. It will raise up the blower right here so you can see that's raising up. And then if we move over here to the controls, it's set to 75. It does have Wi-Fi connectivity, low fan, which I do feel here, and it's got cool is turned on. I'm now picking up some wind. You can see the wind is blowing this paper towel, so you know that it's on. I can increase the fan speed by this button here. Starting to ramp up. Paper towel test. It's much more aggressive now. Oh yeah, definitely putting out a lot of air. Now on the top here, there is a dehumidifier option. I'm going to click that over to dehumidifier, and then we will come back later and see how the tank looks. This unit does have a tank inside of it, and so we will check that in a little while. I have a thermometer so we can see how cold this unit is. So the display shows 64. I've got 63.7. So yes, that seems pretty accurate. In here, however, we've got 36 degrees. Let's see. Yeah, 37. So it is much colder, 35. Almost freezing down in there. So this is actually cooling off my room quite quickly, even though it was already 64 to begin with. So very nice. Now if I go on here, I can change the temperature. So let's move this over to cold only. And so if it's 75, I just felt this slow down, I guess because it knows it doesn't need to bring the room up to 70 since it's already there. Now when it comes to the remote control, I'm going to remove this protective film here so we can see what it looks like. And we've got on off, so it's currently set to auto and run. So let's see what we got here. If I turn this to the unit, push off, it did just shut off over here. So I can once again press the on button and it will turn the unit on. It's currently, I'm going to open up the lid and it does begin to blow out of there pretty much immediately. I'm going to press the dry button. It does go over here to the dehumidifier. Now once I started using the remote, it changed my temperature to Celsius. I'm going to click that back here to Fahrenheit. So it's set to 75. Put that on 70. And the display up here says the room is currently 63 degrees. Now there's an option on the remote to do a swing. Let's see what happens when we do that. Looks like it's going to adjust the front flap up and down and adjust the airflow. Let's see how far it goes here before it stops. Alright, so it has about a 2-inch gap there before it goes back up like this. Looks like it's going to stop wherever I press that swing button again. This AC unit also has the Della app, which you can install, and then you can add this device. Right up here in the corner there's a plus, add device. Alright, let's add this device. After going through all of the random setup instructions, it is now done and connected. So I should be able to log in to my air conditioner here using my phone. Let's see what it's going to show here. The on-off button seems to work. Alright, there we go. It is now showing 75 degrees, same as on the unit. I can then adjust the temperature here. So the room temperature is 65 degrees, which is correct. And I've got this set to 70 degrees. So anywhere I go, I can then set this to turn on or off. And that way, whenever I step out into my shop, it will be good to go and be nice and cool. I have the AC set to dehumidifier, as you can see by this light right here. I'm going to let this run for the rest of the day, and then I will come back and see just how much moisture has been pulled out by opening up the tank. I let the AC run for a couple of days. I've just turned it off. I think it's had enough time to build up a little bit of water inside of the interior tank. So let's go ahead and do an unplugging and remove that vent from the window. I want to roll this outside and open up that drain plug because I don't have a drain plug hose on there yet. I'm going to open up the drain plug here on the bottom and see if we can get some moisture out of here. Here we go. Yep, a good bit of water is pouring out. Oh my, there's a lot in there. It actually poured out from both the top and the bottom. From what I can tell, the dehumidifier feature of this air conditioner is working very well. A lot of water just poured out of this. So I ran this for about 2 days on the dehumidifier setting, and it did pull out, I would say, 2 or 3 cups worth of water out of the air. I will have a link to the Della portable air conditioner in the description down below if you want to check this out. Now, Della did send this for me to test out here inside of my shop, and so far it seems to be working well. It was able to cool off pretty much immediately, and the room here is a 12 by 14, and it was able to keep up with this room no problem on an 80-degree day out here. So definitely works like it's supposed to. Thanks for watching. I'm Seth with Land of House, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.